Where should I start?
I'd recommend starting at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Apparently.
How about, oh yeah, NASA.
Trouble in space this morning as the International Space Crew attempted a spacewalk outside the station. Here's a live look at the astronauts. Well, I don't believe those are astronauts. Yeah,
Where's their spacesuit?
Yeah, where is their spacesuit? Are we going to keep making excuses or realize that's a room with a model ISS and a model Earth?
They just cut to the wrong clip, you moron. It happens all the time. Now, I made a promise to myself when I found this video that I wasn't going to call you stupid. But less than 30 seconds into your video, you've said something really stupid. And I don't think you're stupid. I mean, would a stupid person be able to perfectly demonstrate that the Earth is a globe?
Enrique, how high is your light? I mean, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Oops, my bad. Clearly stupid people can demonstrate that the Earth is a globe. Hi. Now, for some reason, I've not made that many videos about Jevinism, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. I mean, he does so much to prove that the Earth is a globe, you'd think I'd want to feature him on my channel. But today's video will mark the start of a new era in my content. I want to try and find flat earthers that actually do more harm to flat Earth than flat Earth debunkers do, or pointers and laughers like me. Let's see what Mr. Ism has got in store for us today, shall we? Please subscribe.
Now came the most critical part of the mission. Two space surgeons began a complicated operation to replace several black boxes buried inside the satellite. After slicing open the skin, they disconnected hundreds of wires and then reconnected them, using the cargo arm as a moving work platform.
Cut these wires to pick this guy up here.
Okay, that's it's a little bit more.
So we can see your hand now. See if we can see your thumb.
Okay, well, that's a good scan of it.
There you got the end cut.
We can see your hand now? We can see your thumb?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? We could see his hand and thumb. Please don't tell me your second argument is hands. Space is fake and the Earth is flat because of hands.
Watch again at this pressurized glove as it bends just like a normal thumb would.
It's a little bit more.
So we can see your hand now. See if we can see your thumb.
Well, I wasn't far off, was I? Space is fake and the Earth is flat because of gloves, for some strange reason. What about mittens? You know, the ones with the strings that go up through your coat sleeves and over your shoulders. Do they make anything fake?
Yeah, just an easy reconnect with the ship, and back you go to Earth. Yeah, an easy 250,000 miles. And we made 6 of those takeoffs. Never an issue. NASA can't even go a year on Earth without some sort of huge explosion. Yet 50 years ago, they went 6 times, and there was never an issue. 250,000 miles. If you got in your car on Christmas Day and started driving 60 miles per hour and you didn't stop, not to eat, not to sleep, you wouldn't get there until June 15th.
Well, there was nothing easy about it, I would imagine. And is this proof that space is fake and the Earth is flat based on the fact that NASA did a good job?
We're safe on Mars.
Because that's what it sounds like to me. And Jaron, if you don't want people calling you stupid, I would suggest not saying stupid things on the internet. You do realize that the Apollo 11 rocket didn't travel to the moon at 60 miles per hour, don't you?
Time out real quick. Because you all like to laugh and joke. Haha, flat Earth, you'd be able to see China from the USA. Well, I think you're a little bit confused. Flat Earthers admit and understand that our sight is very limited distance-wise. Remember, it's you that thinks you see details and craters on a moon 250,000 miles away.
Who, me? I can't see my computer screen in front of me without the right glasses on. But that being said, my computer monitor doesn't have a mean radius of 1,737.4 kilometers, so I really don't see your point. In fact, I don't see much at all. That's why I wear glasses.
It's you who say that the sunspots that I've taken pictures of are on a sun 93 million miles away.
Why am I getting the blame for everything? I said no such thing. But, to be fair, the sun is pretty big, like the moon. Maybe that's why we can see them so easily. If I didn't know better, I would come to the conclusion that flat earthers understand nothing about size or scale.
Small, far away.
Interesting.
I forget it.
The furthest star that the human eye can see unaided is 95 quadrillion miles away.
If you're talking about Icarus, then that is the furthest individual star ever seen. And it's only visible because it's being magnified by the gravity of a massive galaxy cluster located about 5 billion light years from Earth. And as tempted as I am to use that Father Ted clip again, I won't. I will, however, point out that that star is massive. It's actually 50 times bigger than the sun. So yeah, you were saying something about how can we see it?
So, is it the flat earthers who are crazy, or the ball earthers?
No comment.
I'd say the crazy ones are whoever believes this is what the sun looked like on Halloween just because NASA says so. Oh, I haven't seen any articles on it yet, but I did take this image of the sun yesterday. Whew.
Oh my word, Jaren. You are a comedy genius. How on earth do you come up with these things? So, are we also now claiming that the sun is fake? I'm starting to regret my choice not to call you stupid, but I'm a man of my word, so...
Next, we get to watch the miracles of modern science. Those very high, very expensive, very impressive satellites. Thanks for keeping my internet and cell phone going strong. Satellites in space, we thank you. Now, that was just a joke. If you actually think your internet or your cell service come from space, then you should probably study your holy text, because even Wikipedia, the NKJW, says fiber optic cables and cell towers. Alright, let's watch some satellites. Feel free not to question any of these, because science says they're true, and we worship men, so let's go.
Satellite internet is available to over 99% of the population of the US, including most rural Americans. Since the internet signal is beamed down from satellites, you don't need to have your home connected to a land-based internet network with wires or cables. So if you're claiming that something which is available to 99% of your countrymen is fake, then yeah, good one. What else is fake? TV? Music? Roads, maybe?
Can't you just sit back and admire the breathtaking beauty? Or you can build your own. For this particular satellite, you'll need a paper plate and a paper towel holder. Up to you how many paper plates you use. I always double or triple them up. You know, you need a good sturdy base for the 4,000 degree temperature it'll face, plus the constant onslaught of solar radiation. Then, deploy.
Now look, clearly I'm no expert. I mean, how could I be? I was never even a spurt. But I digress. What I actually wanted to say was that I am pretty sure I detected a hint of sarcasm when you were talking about building a satellite. Not that I know anything about being sarcastic myself.
That's a nice view of the sun right there.
And that's not the sun.
There's a lot of joy on
That's
the
the
flight
sun,
deck.
and this must be the moon.
Grow up, you muppet!
Interesting.
I really hate people who mock others with nothing more than terrible dad jokes and sarcasm. I mean, if this is what we're calling entertainment now...
There she goes. We have a deploy.
I guess.
Well, he certainly seemed real excited. They deploy the satellite, and he says, I guess.
There she goes. We have a deploy.
I guess.
In both cases, the satellite's booster rockets fizzled out, and they were stranded in space, one after another. The 3 satellites are launched into perfect orbits. 2 of the satellites using the same booster that caused so much trouble in the past. A dark cloud hanging over the space program has suddenly vanished.
Vanished. I'd say the dark cloud over the space program is about as dark as it's ever been.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? And I'll tell you why. It's because you and every other flat earther that thinks space is fake, or at least claims that space is fake, has to say it in order to support their really stupid belief that something we've known to be a fact for thousands of years is fake or flat. I've just confused myself. What I meant was you have to say space is fake because you know full well that when people are up in space, they can see how full of shit you are by saying that you think the Earth is flat.
Now, you may not know this, but the shuttle, or the orbiter, does not have any jet engines. It's supposed to be a glider. So you tell me if you can hear the sounds of a jet engine, or if it sounds like a glider.
Touchdown. Discovery now rolling out. Runway 15 at Kennedy Space Center. After a 2.5 million mile service call, the crew of
Brilliant. You ask if we realise that the space shuttle has no engines and that it's just a glider. Then you play a clip of the space shuttle landing, showing the engines in full view. What is it you like to say again, Jaron?
Interesting.
That's it. Now I know why you say it. It's because you're a disingenuous little turd burger. Or maybe it's because you cherry pick articles like the one I found that said it glided effortlessly without engine power to a smooth landing on the desert floor. A new era in space transportation had begun. That high-tech glider was the space shuttle. It's called misrepresenting the truth.
Now remember, there is no sound in space. Yes, it could vibrate through your suit and into your microphone, but watch this clip and tell me if you think that we can hear sounds in space. Space. Certainly sounds like water to me.
Now, all we can hear is the sound of the pumps and fans that circulate air and water through spacesuits. So, yeah, you would hear water, wouldn't you? And the reason we can hear it is that he has a camera with a microphone on it. You donkey.
So what everyone needs to realize here is that we're being tricked by a fisheye lens. It takes what we see with our own eyes and distorts it into a ball. I mean, of all things, we're being fooled about where we live.
So I just can't keep it up. Jaron, you are without doubt one of the stupidest people I've come across on YouTube. Your arguments are poor at best, but I will add that your evidence in support of the true shape of the Earth is second to none. Well, maybe second. I mean, Bob Knobcheese did a pretty good job of demonstrating that the Earth is a globe as well, didn't he?
A 15-degree-per-hour drift.
Explain this then. This is a picture of a flat pool table taken through a fisheye lens, but maybe it's one of those cheap eBay lenses because, in my opinion, and I'm no photography expert, it hasn't done a very good job at turning this flat pool table into a ball, has it? Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you, bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blinder.